I want to congratulate each and every one of you because you made it to the last lecture in this course. Wrapping up the course. I'm going to go through it quickly because you guys probably had enough of me talking throughout the course. I am very well aware that there's a lot of repetition inside the course, but I've done this on purpose because the more I repeat the information, the more you guys will be able to grasp it, and the more you guys will be able to remember these information. Repetition is always good for learning. So, wrapping it up, time audits. You need to figure out how much each and every task demands in terms of time, and you need to allocate this time for this task and work on it properly. The outcome, thinking about the outcome, what results am I trying to achieve, and you finish this task once the certain outcome is realized. So for you to know where this task ends is for you to know what is the outcome, what is the result, where do you want to get to once you finish this task. Adding deadlines so you can have positive pressure and stress that boosts your adrenaline and your dopamine, and that puts this sense of urgency for you because you're competing with yourself, right? Plus, you're holding yourself accountable to not making it by the end of the deadline, which will eventually boost your motivation by asking the question, who are you? Are you a winner or are you a loser? Then you need to plan ahead. Plan the night before, or plan on a Sunday for the entire week. Plan in the morning, but usually planning ahead, planning the day before, or planning a week before is always better than planning on the exact same day. You need to have a daily plan and know what to do. So you need to plan ahead, maybe what you want to achieve by the end of the week, by what you want to achieve by the end of the month, but make sure that you plan ahead and know what you need to do each and every day. You need to have a done list. When you always look at the stuff that you still have to do, it kind of puts you down. It doesn't help you get the motivation that you need. But when you have a done list and you put in front of you the things that you already finished, you're going to look at the things that you've already done and you're going to feel this sense of accomplishment, which will boost you and give you this motivation to actually continue working on whatever you have left. Priorities. What is your priority? What is the crucial 20%? What are the 3 most important tasks related to a certain goal in the crucial 20%? Then you need to figure out what distractions you have and block them, because distractions will get you to a point where you're trying to avoid temptations, which can drain out your willpower and affect your time management and following through with your schedule and your plans. Avoiding multitasking so you can be able to focus on the tasks that require a lot of attention and a lot of focus and that are really important for you to be able to do them effectively, so you don't suffer the consequences later. Start now. Don't procrastinate. A method that some people use when they want to start right now and not procrastinate, actually 2 methods. One is called the 1-2-3 method, which is whenever you feel like you're going to procrastinate, you just count to 3 and you go and you do the work, and that builds a habit. So every single time you want to procrastinate, you say 1, 2, 3, and then you go and you do whatever you have to do. It becomes a habit. It becomes automatic in your mind. Whenever you say 1, 2, 3, you're good to go. You go and you do the tasks that you have to do without procrastination, and then say no. Focus on what matters. If you ever get distracted by something, know that you have to say no and focus on what matters. When you have this feeling of procrastination because you want to go do another task that is a bit more enjoyable but is not one of the crucial 20%, when you need to be focusing on something else, you need to learn how to say no and focus on what matters. And also you need to rest. Give your brain a break. You need to rest and you need to recharge your fuel, recharge your willpower, recharge your motivation so you can get back at it. That being said, as I said before, there's going to be a lot of different things, articles and infographics and calendars and planners in the course that you'll be able to use to be able to implement all of these things. But there are a lot of different things like adrenaline and motivation and willpower. These things cannot be put down on a daily plan. These are things that you need to remember. These are things that you need to know, just like you know your name. Because once you forget about these things, you're going to fall into the trap of not realizing what's going on, falling into procrastination without you realizing that you are, draining out your willpower and getting to a point where you can't complete the tasks because you're sick of it without being aware that what you're doing is draining your willpower. Getting this huge adrenaline boost and thinking that, oh my God, this is going to help me. I'm going to drink a lot of coffee and then I'm going to finish a lot of work. And then you end up not focusing. You end up fidgeting and you end up all over the place in a way that you can't focus anymore. When you have a lot of stress on you because you got closer to the deadline and then you figure out that you're crashing or you can't focus anymore, you need to become aware that, okay, there's a certain level of stress that's causing this, and you go through the methods that we talked about to reduce this unnecessary and negative stress. When you start having poor quality of sleep, and then you wake up every day and feel like you can't focus, and you just think that, oh, I just can't focus, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I just don't like the task or I can't focus on it, when in fact, you don't realize that it's just the quality of sleep. Or every night, for example, you binge eat sugar and a lot of fatty food, for example, and you don't get good quality sleep. There's a lot of things that you can eat before bed that can affect the quality of your sleep. Looking at a white light screen for a few hours before sleeping, it affects your sleep quality, and the next day you won't have as much focus. All of these things cannot be put on a plan. Of course, you can put what time you're going to wake up, what time you're going to sleep, but things don't always work according to plan, so you need to adapt. And you need to lose a lot of introspection and become aware of what's going on. Along with that, you need to have a good plan. You follow the plans that I put. You put all your goals. You put all the tasks that you have. You put the crucial 20, the important 3. You follow it step by step. You see all the different steps that you have and you go step by step. And then you'll be able to get closer to your goal. You'll be able to manage your time properly. You'll be able to save a lot of time and focus on other things, and you'll be able to achieve your goals without falling into the loopholes that people fall into when it comes to managing their time and getting as productive as possible.